I want to go back to 2016 because you kind of glossed over that real quick. That sounds like a really terrible year that you went through. How were you able to manage things? Because that sounds, I mean, you had one child at that time?
Yes, my
Yeah.
daughter was born in April, and I pretty much almost immediately got divorced, and I started, I think I signed the lease on my office in May.
Wow. So you had a law firm. You're having to run from court to court, dealing with those emergencies because as someone that's done criminal defense in the past, I've
Hmm.
been there. It's dealing with bail bondsmen at midnight and all that. It's lots of things going on. So how were you able to manage all that without losing your freaking mind?
Not totally sure that I did. I like people ask me sometimes, like what I was thinking at that time. I was so sleep deprived. I don't really remember having like a cohesive business plan. And I have some great stories for, the future with my daughter of just places that I schlepped her as a baby. I mean, she's been with me in lockup. She came to court with me. I had a hearing once where I had to the daycare was closed because it was snowing a little bit, but like not enough for court to be closed. And I had to take her with me to court for a criminal docket. So just a little bit of that. And yeah, I think so many lawyers, so many working parents, and especially law firm owners have had experiences like that because it's just a reality and it's really difficult in the moment. But I look back on those times, fondly because it was, just kind of it was a new beginning. It was the beginning of my role as a parent, and it was a new beginning in my life, and it was the birth of my law firm too. So it was really really challenging, and I think anybody who's been through that, remembers how hard it was, but also maybe looks on it, a little fondly.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I looked back at some of the tough times too, and it just you do kind of look back and you're like, you know what? I'm glad I went through it. It sucked at the time, but it is not that anybody wants to go through a divorce, right? But the fact that you got through it, it shows you can do the hard things, you can go through the hard things and come out the other side, better for it. So
Yeah.
kudos to you for doing that. That's a tough one. So that's
It shows you
crazy.
what you're made of. And my daughter, she just turned 9 now, and she likes to tell people, that we have a law firm and, we have all these clients, and she's been to court. And I have other children now. I have a younger son and then an older stepson. And just the way that I started the business and the way that I've grown it has really just kind of been hand in hand with the family, and it's been cool. It's cool to see them take an interest and almost feel kind of an ownership in the practice because it grew alongside them.
Yeah, that's really cool. I do like taking my kids to court every once in a while so they have an idea what it's like, so they know what daddy
Yeah.
does. Because otherwise, it's kind of hard to explain the law to kids. Like here's what I do. Like okay, well, why do you like they I think they kind of sometimes they used to like wonder why I even existed, why there was even a need for a lawyer, but letting them kind of see the value it was pretty cool.
Yeah.